Adelaide's hybrid buses are not bad buses. If you are just a normal passenger who wants to get from one place to another, they are honestly fine. They are smooth, modern, quieter, and probably better for fuel use than older diesel buses. If you do not care about bus sound, there is nothing really wrong with them. But if you are someone like me, and you actually care about bus engine noise, turbo sound, gearbox behaviour, downshifts and kickdowns, they are not exactly exciting. That is basically the point of this video. These buses are fine buses. They are just not good buses for noise. In Adelaide, we have the Bustech VST hybrids and the Volgren hybrids, both KT20 rigids. The funny thing is, they do not sound completely different from normal diesel buses. The Bustech hybrids especially can sound a bit like the normal diesel Bustech VST KT20 buses. You still get the Scania engine sound, you can still hear the turbo in the right situation. When the engine is actually doing work, they can sound different. So the problem is not really that the engine sounds bad. The problem is how the hybrid system and gearbox behave. A big issue for me is for what happens when the bus slows down. And a normal fully diesel bus, when the bus slows down and then needs power again, you usually get more gearbox behaviour. You can hear the downshift, you can hear the revs change. You can feel the bus preparing to give power again. But on the hybrids, it often feels like the gearbox does not really want to downshift properly. Instead, it feels like the bus drops out of that normal diesel behaviour and uses the electric motor for dynamic braking, which it does. From an efficiency point of view, that does make sense. The bus is still using the hybrid system to slow down more smoothly and recover energy. That is smart. But from a noise point of view, it kills the sound. Instead of getting a nice diesel downshift, you get smooth silence. That is good if you're a regular passenger, but if you are listening for bus sounds, it is basically the most boring thing possible. That is why the older full diesel buses are more interesting. You actually hear the bus working. You hear the gearbox slow down. You hear the engine wake up. You hear the turbo come in. Sometimes it sounds like the bus is genuinely annoyed that it has to accelerate again. That's what makes it fun. The hybrids really do not do that at all. They are too controlled, they are too smooth, and it feels like that they are too polite. It is like the bus is trying very hard not to have a personality. The other issue is the upshifts. This is also a very annoying thing. When these hybrids accelerate, the engine can start to sound decent. The turbo begins to spool up. It feels like the bus might actually start to get interesting. Then it shifts gear. But instead of giving a quick, satisfying gear change, the power gets cut off for about a second. The bus stops pulling, the turbo slows down. Then after the gear shift, the engine has to build boost again. By the time it starts sounding good again, the moment is already gone. It is like the bus starts giving you a good sound and then immediately apologizes for it. That is what makes the hybrids frustrating for me. They are not silent, they are not useless. They are even not bad to ride. They just keep interrupting the parts that would actually make them sound good. The turbo is probably the best part of this bus. When the engine is under load, you can hear it. I do like that. There are moments where the Bustech hybrids and the Volgren hybrids can sound decent, but the gearbox and hybrid system do not let the sound build properly. It is always stopping, smoothing, cutting power, or doing something that makes the bus feel less aggressive. The Volgren hybrids are basically the same to the Bustechs in terms of sound. They are fine buses if you're just riding them normally. They are smooth enough, they do the job. They probably make sense for usual fuel use and city driving. But from a sound point of view, they are not really exciting. They feel managed, they feel controlled, they feel filtered. It feels like the bus has been told not to make much noise, which is true, but anyways. Compared to a full diesel Bustech VST KT20 rigid, which already is not that good, the hybrid version feels less good. The diesel version may not be the craziest thing in the fleet, but it feels more natural. The engine and the gearbox work together in a way that feels more direct. The turbo has more chance to stay alive. The shift behaviour feels less like that the bus is constantly cutting itself off. So even if the hybrid and diesel versions can sound similar in some situations, the diesel one is just more satisfying. It feels more like a proper bus. The hybrids feel like the same idea, but softened. These hybrids are not bad buses for normal people. If you just want a quiet, smooth, modern bus, they are good. If you care about fuel use and stop-start city operation, they make sense. But if you're judging buses by sound, they are pretty bad. They do not have the same downshift drama, they do not have the same kickdown aggression. The upshifts take too long, the power cuts in top turbo. Compared to older full diesel buses, they just do not have the same character. So if someone asked me whether Adelaide's hybrids buses are good, my answer would be simple. For normal passengers, yes, they are fine. For the environment and fuel saving, they are better than the older buses. Then there is 5701. This one is interesting because it is Adelaide's only O-Bahn Bustech VST hybrid, and only hybrid bus on the O-Bahn. So I do not hate it. It is worth paying attention to it because it is unique. A hybrid Bustech VST on the O-Bahn is not something you see every day. But even with 5701, the problem is still there. It can start to sound good, the turbo can come in, the engine can begin to work, then the gearbox ruins the moment. It is special because it's rare, it is not special because it is loud. That is the main point of this video. But for noise, no, not really. But if you do care about sound, they are probably some of the least interesting buses in the fleet. So, what do you think? Are the Bustech and Volgren hybrids actually boring? Or are bus enthusiasts just too harsh on anything that is smooth and quiet? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.